question is that like, if whether either we have a view on or if it is better to make it a live event and then release the recordings after as well as clips, or just pre-record so that you can edit them and make it more slick. What's your view on that? I have a view on that, but I'll give you the option to the opportunity to answer that, Kareem.
Yeah, Ricardo, why don't you go first?
Okay, so Helen, I think that my view is a personal view, is that within events in particular, we want to be generating leads, we want to be generating engagement. So I almost always favor the live environment, because the live environment, number one, allows you to create and build some momentum leading to that particular live episode. And also it allows you to, if you want to generate leads. So for instance, these webinar series, I like to just get people registered, because I like to have the opportunity to have that live interaction with someone like you, being able to answer the questions live. And I like to generate leads, of course, as we all are here trying to make a living generating leads and sell our services. But so I like the live environment, because that's kind of what it gives me the opportunity to do. And then post, and by the way, I don't mind the number of registrations I get, because I know that statistically I can receive 3 times as much registrations post-event than the ones that I will receive pre-event. But I've always favored the lead generation aspect, so, and the live element, because that's kind of part of the community. I hope that I've answered that question, Helen. Anything you need to add there, Kareem?
Yeah, for sure. So just to give a real life example, so one of the brands that we work with at the moment, they're called Learn Upon. I'm sure they won't mind me sharing this because I'm promoting them. But basically, it's a company called Learn Upon, and they had the exact same question as you, Helen, and because they had some really high profile guests on their chat show. For example, episode 1, which we produced with them, had the chief learning officer of NASA. Right after that, they had a C-level person from McDonald's, then General Electric. The list keeps on going, but you get the idea. It took them ages to even land these guests. So of course they wanted to make it look as slick as possible, to your point, but they didn't want to miss out on all the benefits that Ricardo was talking about. So what do? They ended up doing something really cool, where basically they would pre-record the event. We post-produce it, share it back with them, but basically the live event is a screening of what they have produced. So there's still a Q&A. There's still the live live component and all the benefits of that, Ricardo, as you were saying. But it looks, it gives us, or if a team wanted to do it by themselves, it gives the opportunity to breathe and to actually have a look at the content, make sure it's proper before it finally goes live, and still people will be able to have conversations around that. So that could be a good middle option as well, I would say. But in all cases, once you get to that recorded stage, whether it was like live and then clips later, or pre-recorded and then live and then the clips later, it's always about creating these repurposed clips afterwards, for sure.
Exactly, and I'm actually going to share the way we do it for all these shows. So if you have seen the way that we promote, I like to share as much as possible in the way that we do our processes, because that's exactly the way we do it for our clients.